Just getting a couple things ready, going on a couple other platforms. All right, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? Just hopping in here because it is Hump Day Hype Up. This is the Hump Day Hype Up. I'm coining that term. That's going to be my new Wednesday Hump Day Hype Up. And I feel like hopping on here and getting a little hype. So, thought of the day is just what causes failure, right? What's the number one cause of failure? And it's sometimes we're not advancing and we just don't know why. So I've really studied success and failure pretty much, the last like 15 years, but like I really feel like this is the number one cause for failure. And I've heard it validated and I've heard this talked about. And I think it's so true. So what do you think is the number one cause of failure? When you have failed, like what do you think was the reason? So now that you've answered that to yourself, it's my belief, my strong belief that the number one cause for failure is being afraid to suck. Let me tell you that again. The number one cause for failure is being afraid to suck. So here's the thing. In every master, everyone who's gotten good at something, they've had to suck. They didn't just like skip that step where they started and they're a master. But I feel like it's so easy to sometimes think, oh, I'm not good at this, so I wasn't cut out for this. And then we just give up. When in reality, that's exactly how it works. We have to suck. We have to keep sucking until we suck a little less, until we suck a little less, until we suck a little less, and then we're a master, then we're good. But we never get to master level if we give up because we think we suck. And a celebrity that you guys might know, Marlon Wayans, the comedian, I heard him talking about this. He's like, the reason I'm successful is because I wasn't afraid to suck. And the thing is, not many people see someone's career before they make it, because that's when they become known. And it's easy to think, oh yeah, they were just good at it, so they got famous and they got recognition. But we don't see their path before they became famous. And a lot of times it's just years and years and years of sucking, but keeping and doing it. And Marlon Wayans was saying, dude, I used to bomb on stage all the time on open mics, stand-up comedy. He used to bomb. And the thing is and I've even done some stand-up comedy myself just to like give it a little taste. And it's probably the most uncomfortable thing, sucking when you're on stage trying to make people laugh. And it's so easy to be like, oh, like I'm not as good as this person, that person, and just throw in the towel. But what no one sees, like it's very hard to see from people who are like the top talents in any field, is the days when they sucked, because you know them. The reason you know them is because they got good, and now they're getting shared, and now they're getting the big jobs, so you know them. But you didn't see when they sucked. So there's like, how do we get around this whole, tendency to want to quit because we suck? It's just knowing that every master once sucked. And there is that period where you start and you suck for a while, and just know like that's supposed to happen. That's the only way it happens. That's the only way you get good. And another thing, it's a lot of times when we're not good, we think, oh, we just don't have the right plan. We don't have the right coach. We don't have the right tools. We're doing something wrong. But even with the right plan, coach, tools, everything, you're still going to suck for a while. Probably suck for a shorter period of time if you have the right coach, tools, environment, but you are going to suck. And that is a fact. It's a step you cannot skip. So what you got to do is just embrace the sucking. Don't go out there and try and pretend something to be someone you're not, because it's going to come out. Like once if you say, oh yeah, I'm a good golfer, I'm a scratch golfer. But then you go out in the course, like you can't just like pretend anymore. So it's okay to be a new golfer. It's okay to be a new anything, but just that's who you are, and you're going to suck, and it's okay. So what are some steps to get over this mentality? It's just like, it's human nature, right? Like we compare ourselves to others, like, oh, like I suck, they don't, I'm going to feel like shit if I'm next to that person. So it's in it like sucking and thinking you should be good. That really hurts your belief, right? It makes you feel like you're not capable, and then you're going to give up. And I heard a really good quote today. Also, there's like a bunch of good things going on. The moment you stop treating your dreams and goals as a joke is the moment that your dreams and goals actually start happening. So it's so important to protect this belief, because if we suck and we think we should be good, it's going to hurt our belief, and we're going to think our goals are a joke and our dreams like aren't real. They can't be achieved. But the moment you actually stop treating your dreams and goals like a joke, that's when they start going down. So really protect your belief in yourself and just saying it's okay to be at the stage of sucking. And another thing that is important to do is just understanding that success is hard. And I know it looks super easy, like some people make it so effortless, but just know that behind the scenes, they probably practice that thousands and thousands and thousands of times just to make it look easy. So just if you just assume, hey, success is going to be hard, like getting to mastery level is going to be hard. When you have that expectation, then it's going to be like, all right, well, this is hard as hell, but I expect it to be. And we really screw ourselves over when our expectations are not correct, because if we expect something to be easy and it's hard, we're going to blame ourselves. It's going to hurt our confidence because we think it's us. But in reality, it's just the way it is. Great things are hard to achieve, and they're supposed to be that way. So if we expect them to be hard, we're going to be like, all right, it's hard, but we expected it to be hard. And the last thing, this is a super important thing for like, your confidence, for your belief in yourself, just overall mental health, is just to stop comparing yourself to others. And the reason it's so easy to compare yourself is because we got social media. We're all over the social media. And usually the people who are well known on social media are the ones that have accomplished something, or they got really good at something. And so that's all we're seeing. And then we compare ourselves. If that's all we're seeing, like, hey, this person's in really good shape and they have tons and tons of followers. Oh, I'm not in as good a shape, so it means that like I'm a loser. I'm doing something wrong. But no, first of all, you're comparing yourself to like a top 1% person, and they're a lot further along in their journey. And they've learned some things, they've accomplished some things. And that's why they have the spotlight, because they got recognized for being good and being further along in their journey. So just know that your chapter is different from everyone else's chapter. And wherever you are, that's where you're supposed to be. No one can skip chapters. So just understand it's okay to suck. And I have to remind myself of this all the time. And that's why I'm even on here, is because it hit me really hard. And it really helped me put things into perspective that, oh, shoot, I'm not as good as that person, but that's okay. Because they've actually been in the game maybe like whatever it is, 5 years, 10 years longer. And whether it's a sport, whether it's your business, whether it's your fitness, anything. If you compare yourself to others, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You don't know how much they're practicing. You don't know what kind of help or mentors they have. But comparing yourself to anyone is just going to be a downward spiral, because it's going to really hurt your confidence, hurt your belief. And once that happens, you start to think that your goals and dreams are a joke. You stop believing in them. And when you think your goals and dreams are not real, then they're not going to happen. So just know, whatever you're doing, it's okay to suck. Embrace the suck, because then you're not going to be able to be afraid to take the next step and suck. It's only when you expect yourself to be a master, when you just started, that's when you'll never take the next step, because you're afraid of looking like an idiot. But if you know, like, being an idiot, looking like an idiot is part of the process on the road to mastery, then that's fine. You're gonna take the step. You're gonna fail. You're gonna suck, but that's what's supposed to happen. And you learn from sucking, and then you just keep going. The only way you can fail is if you quit. And if you expect yourself to win on every attempt, and then you don't, you're going to think it's something wrong with you, or you're going to give up. So, hey, I'm going to leave you guys with this. It's okay to suck. Go out there and just suck at whatever you're doing, because what matters is that you're taking this step and not being afraid to take the step, because that's how you get better. One step closer to mastery. So don't be afraid to suck, guys. And we will catch you on the next video. This is Hump Day Hype Up. Let's go. I'm your boy, Jake Mast, and love you guys. And in the live video, so sad. End in the line.